This video is on Frostmar and why you are here. You were recruited by a mercenary, somebody you knew, maybe you saw a flyer. The word is, if you want to be an adventurer, if you want to make money, come to Frostmar. The interesting note about all this recruiting efforts is it's supposedly by Charleston the Great, one of the Lord Protectors of Ath. He made his residence in Titan Islands for a long time. Specifically, he was a lord over a place called Titanhold. He's been pretty much absent for about 15 years, which is unfortunate for most of the people of Ath, as he's a great hero, he's a great fighter. So this is going to take place on the continent of Vakrin, and Frostmar is the name of the settlement you will be at. This place you will be at is previously unexplored, and it is called Frostmar because that is what Charleston has chosen to call it. Your humble abode will be a guild hall type area, just a timber building, 2 stories, enough to house about 25 people. That is called the hall. There's a placard on the outside door simply stating it as such. Some of the people you encounter there are Ben Tim and his wife Eliza Tim. There is the Olmec clan of Dragonborns. There are 4 of them, 3 brothers, 1 sister. And then there's 12 other adventurers who are already at the hall by the time you guys get there. 1 for each class in the game. And this is so if you guys get to level 4, level 5, level 6, and your character dies, you're going to start back at level 1 if you create a new character. Or you can take up the mantle of one of these already pre-made NPCs, use their race, their class, their background. You can choose your own subclass for these NPCs, that'll be fine. We're using 1 week long rests. What are some other things? A short rest for about 8 hours, but it really depends on the adventure. I like the idea of you guys get 1 long rest per session, meaning you're not going to be sleeping in the cave, you're not going to be going to the dungeon and casting Liam's tiny hut. That'll come in handy for exploration, and if you're trying to move over days and days and days. But otherwise, 1 long rest per session. You are earned downtime as Adventure League rules, and whenever you get there, Vakrin is diseased. That is what it's been called for about 40 years, about 35 years I should say. The continent of Vakrin had something devastating happen. We're not exactly sure what started it, but people were getting sick, the land was wilting beneath it. There's hundreds of rumors about how it happened exactly. And 35 years ago, whenever this happened, that's what caused Narek Arter, the previous ruler of the continent, the Titan Islands. Previously, that place was called Pentapelago, but ever since it was taken over by Tyderos the Conqueror, it has been called the Titan Islands. He has an affinity for naming things after himself. Narek Arter, the previous ruler, tried to help out Vakrin in their time of need. You know, there's 4 main land masses on Ath. Ath is the name of the planet you could think of, like Earth. It's called Ath. You've got Vakrin, the Free Cities Alliance, which is a string of 4 islands. You've got the continent of Ishera, and you've got the continent of Titan Islands. Now, back in the day when it was Narek Arter, he was trying to help his other continent of neighbors, Vakrin. It did not go so well, and the people of Titan Islands ushered Narek Arter out of there and had Tyderos the Conqueror come in and take over that area. Ever since then, Vakrin has been kind of left behind. Vakrin still has 1 large capital city called Caxareth, and that is home to a majority of Dragonborn. I think it's about 40%, I don't have my notes in front of me, with also many humans, elves, halflings, and dwarves, and some of the other minor races in there as well. There was 3 great cities in Vakrin that have fallen completely. 2 of the cities have fallen because they were where the plague has spread. The other city has been razed to the ground in the chaos that has befallen the land, and it is untouched by the plague physically, but nobody has tried to retake it due to pirate activity and just overrunning of monsters and animals.